Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your Timeless Tarot. For whenever it is that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Now we're using the Sacred Symbols Oracle to set the theme for your reading, pull your general energies. These are general readings, so it may not resonate. Please only take what does and leave the rest. Can we have a message for the collective, please? We have a message, here we go, for the collective. Oh, past life. And then we have divinity. Right, okay. Let's take these two. Right, I want to just read that past life energy out of the book. Card number 14. Reduces down to a 5. And 5 can be a very challenging energy, or it's definitely an area of growth. Oh, right, okay, so we go back to the previous page. This is quite a long one for the descriptions in this book. It says you are being drawn to sacred spaces, ancient knowledge, past lives, ancient wisdom, and holy gifts. The connection to your current relationship or situation has deep roots and is perhaps much more than you may have anticipated. Dive into ancient wisdom for your answers at this time. Drawing this card can indicate past life connection, karmic contracts, vows, commitments, or even feelings of atonement. Draw another card if any additional clarity or direction in how to proceed is required. Okay, and then next to it we have this divinity, which I kind of know the summary of, which is about making choices and decisions, if I can get my words out, that are in alignment with you. It says you are divine, and this message comes with a warning and a blessing. Drawing this card invites you to proceed with love over fear. No matter what your situation or relation, proceed from only a place of unconditional love, reverence and understanding. Life is filled with choices. Make sure they are ones that respect all involved, including yourself. Right, okay. I just want to just quickly clarify this past life, because it could be a past life anything. It could be a past life relationship. It could be just what you're experiencing now in your current reality. What you're going through, as it was saying there, is a lot deeper. It goes a lot further back than what you may understand it to. So let's see. Show me this past life energy. Show me this past life energy for the collective. I saw psychic at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, card 48, psychic. Let's leave that in the middle. Right, we have, look at that. I knew it. It's a past life relationship. I'm like, I just need to check this past life energy and what it's focusing in on, because past life is a huge topic. Right, show me this divinity. So we're saying making choices and decisions that are in the best interests of everybody and from a place of unconditional love, but making sure that, you know, you are included in that as well. So I don't know if you've got a choice or a decision to make, because the Lovers card speaks of that. Choice or decision to make in relation to a commitment, a relationship. And it may not just be sexual or intimate. It may be friend related. It could be family related. Because the people who are in our, well, it depends if you believe in past lives or not. But the people in our current reality, as it was saying there, the relationships go back so much further than what we can anticipate in our current experience. So this could be a past life relationship in any avenue of your life where you're required to make a choice or a decision. Oh my gosh, look at that. We've got the 8 of Cups in reversed and then the 3 of Wands in the reversed. Right, okay. Just want one more. Show me the 8 of Cups in reverse and 3 of Wands in the reversed. I don't know. I'm going to say, if you've been dealing with a situation where there's choices or decisions that need to be made, you're being encouraged to follow your heart. As it said in this card here, make choices and decisions from a place of unconditional love by really tuning in to what your heart is communicating to you. because it's come out next to the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands can be, in some instances, a really defensive energy. It's also an energy of resilience and not giving up. 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it can also speak about being resilient and not giving up. I just want to pull a card on that. Show me the Nine of Wands. See, it's got 2 different meanings, and I want to be clear. Show me the energy of the Nine of Wands. Show me the energy of this Nine of Wands. I feel there's a past life relationship, like I was saying. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there we go. 5 of Swords. Right, okay. For some of you, this past life relationship isn't romantic. It's to do with a friend group. Oh, look at that. I was just picking these 2 cards up. 3 of Cups, social group, friend group. I've just done a reading that had friendship and release at the top, like in these Egyptian symbols cards. And now we've got like bullying or betrayal or just some really nasty behaviour that's happening within a community, within a family. It could be siblings, it could be a friendship group. And then underneath the 3 of Swords, underneath the 3 of Cups, we've got the 5 of Swords again. So we've got the 5 of Swords enveloping this 3 of Cups energy. So I don't know if you've had this coming at you from all sides here. Say bullying, gaslighting, manipulation, head games. Yesterday's reading, it was speaking about a codependency, an unequal reciprocity in terms of like giving and receiving within a friendship group. So this could be, not for everyone, but a continuation of the last reading. And as I'm saying, there's a choice or decision that needs to be made, and you're required to follow your heart. Now, when I clarified the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Swords came out. So I'm like, yeah, I get it now. This is telling me to tell you that it's important that you put up boundaries. It's important that you put up boundaries and cut out of your life what no longer serves you. And that is an act of unconditional love, as this card was saying, for yourself. In yesterday's reading, it was like somebody a bit sitting on the fence, maybe not wanting to, to hurt somebody by releasing them or cutting them out of their life. But I feel that staying in this situation is hurting you, whether mentally, emotionally. It's impacting your health. It's impacting what you're able to manifest. It definitely was impacting someone's finances in some way, which was weird, but I didn't really speak about that in yesterday's reading. But as I was clearing the cards away, I'm like, yeah, this is having a financial effect, because we had exchanging gifts as the advice and guidance. Someone may be very psychically tuned in or connected, like I say, to the betrayal or the bullying, I don't know, but just some really toxic behavior that's been happening within a friend group or a social circle. Like I say, if this is family, I don't know. But the Lovers card speaks of like soul ties, soul commitment, soul contracts. And like I'm saying, this is going back so much further into time than your current reality, than this life experience that you're having right now. I feel that the people who you're having an issue with, you've had an issue with like for eons, for generations, for time, however many reincarnations you've had, I don't know. And somebody may be picking up on the subtle clues or hints or whatever that's going on. They could be picking that up psychically. But there's been some really toxic shit that's been going on, whether overtly or covertly, I don't know. But the 5 of Swords is my people having a complete lack of empathy, winning at all costs, not really caring about the feelings. If there's a lack of empathy, there's like nobody cares, or somebody here doesn't care about the feelings of another. But then look at this, we've got justice and we've got the 6 of Swords that comes under this 5 of Swords. So if you've been dealing with this 5 of Swords energy in a friendship, in a community group, in a family, however it's going to show up for you, there is victory and there is justice. And justice is the energy that comes in to balance the karmic scales of this past life. You may not have been able to fully comprehend or fully understand or get to the bottom of how and why this keeps showing up in your relationships, this kind of behavior. It's definitely something emotional. It's got something to do with your heart. So in past lives, you may not have got to the bottom of this, but I feel with the Six of Wands and Justice card, it's telling me that you have the ability to complete this cycle in this life experience. There's going to be some sort of clarity that comes through. All of these wrongs, and there's so many of them here with the 2 5 of Swords, that is the 10 of Swords. And it's so funny because the 10 of Swords was underpinning the 3... Well, it was the 4 of Cups, but you were focused on the friendship group, and there was a 10 of Swords in that reading yesterday. But that's like the ultimate betrayal. The ultimate betrayal within some sort of group where there's supposed to be love, there's supposed to be support. These people may have turned on you, but there's going to be a righting of these wrongs. Fairness is going to be brought back to this situation. You are going to come out of it victorious and healed. Yeah, because wow, we've got the 3 of Swords and we've got Temperance. The 3 of Swords is in the reverse, so that's a very healing energy, pulling those swords out of your heart, healing your emotional body. Temperance is the Earth Angel. So I feel that there's something very practical, and I'm sure Earth was underneath here too, yeah. Oh, look at that, and then home. I was just about to say, when I saw the Temperance card and the Earth Angel, that you very well could be an Earth Angel. And I don't know if that... Sometimes I think it's harder for light workers and Earth Angels to live in the 3D earthly experience, because people aren't how we are, or people aren't how we expect them to be. But this is like a hard truth that somebody is coming to understand, coming to accept, coming to recognise. And with this Earth, it's like, that's what I mean. The Earth is our home. We've got Earth and home. So we've kind of got to ground that, I don't know if to say, like that high vibrational energy to be able to live here on Earth. We're not living in the spirit realm, because we're talking about past lives here. It may have taken somebody a very long time, I don't know whether it's to feel home or at home in this earthly body, at home on this, in this earthly realm or on this earthly plane. But I feel that there's a mastery that's happening here, because we do have the psychic and the water, and that's exactly what Temperance is. And then the fire. Oh, this is it. This is it. For you to feel at home here on Earth, you've got to be able to balance the fire and the water. The fire and the water, that's exactly what the Temperance card is. It's Sagittarius energy, which is the fire. And then she's got these 2 cups of water that she's kind of pouring from one cup to the other and dipping her toe in the water here. So there's a mastery of your emotions. There's a mastery of your spirit, because the fire represents spirit. Your connection with it, your embodiment of it. And too much water and fire is not a great mix. Water can put out fire, depending on the quantities here. Do you know what I mean? But then fire can cause water to evaporate, again, depending on the quantities and the temperatures. So it's that, exactly that symbol. I don't know what it is. Is it like a Venn diagram with these 2 circles that are kind of connected? So imagine that first circle is fire. The second circle is water. Where they overlap and cross in the middle, that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. And that's what sort of, I think, connects you to your psychic ability or to your third eye, when these 2 elements, the fire and the water, are balanced. You come home in your earthly body. This is so strange. I love how it's come out though. But that's it. All that to say that, yeah, this past life issue that's playing out right now, I feel is going to be karmically balanced out this lifetime for you, if you're doing the work. And as it says there, you are a divine being. I'm just going to have to reread that. I'm going to have to reread that card because I've just looked over it. I've done nothing on this side of the reading. So, 20. You are divine, and this message comes with a warning and a blessing. It invites you to proceed with love over fear. No matter what your situation or relation, proceed only from a place of unconditional love, reverence and understanding. And that's what I feel that's happening. There's an understanding as to why this 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy had to happen or has happened within all of your social relationships or friendship groups or whatever. There was a soul contract here, a soul contract from past lives that I feel is being karmically resolved this lifetime. You're doing the work to resolve it, to understand it, the earthly work that we just spoke about. Wow, that is fascinating. What else did it say? Yeah, life is filled with choices. Lover's card. Life is filled with choices. Make sure they are ones that respect all involved, including yourself. And this is what I mean about following your heart here. Right, let's jump into these cards because I've talked nothing about them. So we've got the 8 of Cups in the reversed, which is exactly the energy I was getting yesterday, that wanting to walk away but not quite walking away. If you think about the actual number 8 and lay it on its side, it's like the infinity symbol. So this may be a pattern, this may be a cycle with this friendship group or with the choice or decision that you need to make. It's a backwards and forwards, just like this Venn diagram. I'm staring at it. It's like it's just completely cyclical. You don't get off the wheel. And you don't think in these past lives that you have. And it may be that's why this pattern of leaving and going back and leaving and going back and giving people one more chance and then things turning out exactly the same. It's been something that has been going on, like I say, for a lot longer. It's a lot deeper than what you may currently understand. And then we've got the 3 of Wands in the reverse, which is like, it's linked to your expectations. It's linked to your expectations. Because if you think about this 8 of Cups, when he finally chooses to move on, he's moving towards the 9 of Cups. Whenever I get a reversed card, it points me to the card that comes before it. So this is pointing me back to the 7 of Cups, which is confusion, illusion, you know, things being clouded, you're not seeing things clearly. So that's the only reason that I feel as though some of you have been cycling backwards and forwards, because something hasn't been clear enough for you to make a definitive decision. Choices and decisions, lovers, to move forwards, to cut these people out with the Queen of Swords and the 9 of Wands, to put up boundaries, to understand, because the card that comes after this is the 10 of Wands, where you're willingly carrying a burden or responsibility that in some cases isn't even yours. So the Queen of Swords is saying, like, no, this needs to go because we know where this is heading. We know what the outcome of this is going to be. We've been here before. We've been on this merry-go-round. We've been on this cycle. We know what the outcome is going to be. And then with the 3 of Wands, this is expectation, waiting for your ships to come in. Your ships are not going to be coming in this environment, in this situation, with this group of people. This is what you want. The 10 of Pentacles, or this is talking, because this is like an ancestry energy for me, a lineage energy. It very well could be sort of harking back to this past life shit. So this is just a cycle that I feel, because this is cycles and patterns, I feel that is coming to an end, or that needs to come to an end, so that your belief system or your expectation of what this is or what this should be can completely shift or change. Right. Show me the 10 of Pentacles over here. Show me the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, strength. Came out on its side. This was in the last reading too, yesterday's one. Card number 8, taking action, movement, change. It's having the strength and the courage to close this pattern, this cycle out. 10 is the ending of something. or the transformation of something, the releasing of something. We had the release card in yesterday's energy. So this is overcoming your fears, overcoming these patterns of backwards and forwards and going nowhere. It's you being able to tame the beast. And then underneath all this gunk that we just looked at, I saw the shadow. That would have been the next card I didn't speak about. But this is the beast that needs to be overcome here. It's taming your beast, becoming, I don't want to say friends with, but like your shadow. Being friends with your shadow. Well, this is the perspective that you need to be sort of looking at this group with, understanding where their shadow comes from, why they put you in this energy, this Five of Swords shit, why this keeps on occurring. There's an acceptance here of your own strength. You're not weak. You're not powerless. You can change the situation that you're in. And it's going to be your shadow that helps you to do that. Right, okay. That was fascinating. Right, what do we have at the bottom of the deck now? The Eight of Pentacles, which is so weird because the Eight of Pentacles is here. The Eight of Pentacles. That's the energy, the effort, the work that you put into making a change. Eight speak about change or movement, a rebirth. Again, it's linked back to the Strength card, which is number 8 as well. So it's having the courage to evaluate this situation. It's having the courage to take action. It's having the courage to do the work that is completely going to close out a cycle where, oh my gosh, I was going to say where there's been nothing but lying and cheating and being deceptive and things being hidden from you or taken from you. And then we've got the Ten of Swords, which is the ultimate betrayal. This is so deep. You've got to put in that work, guys. And I feel that psychically you're receiving guidance. It could be through messages like this message. You could be receiving them personally. But don't discount that information if this is resonating for you anyway. Right, I'm going to pull you some advice and guidance. Let's move this up and make... Oh my God. Let's say make some space. Oh dear. Let's shift that over there and that over there. Here we go. Right, okay. Can we have some advice and guidance for anyone resonating with this reading, please, Spirit? Oops. Right, here and now. And then round and round. Card number 25. And that's what that cyclical energy that I was getting of this past life. That's so strange. Card number 32 and card number 25. Right, let me read this one first. Here and now. 32. Essential meaning, being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. Everything happens in the now, in the present, only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. And this past life, that's mean it's not something you sit and reflect on. You're not aware, well, not many of us are aware of what has actually happened in our past life. The only way that we can rectify this is to be present. And if it's something that needs to be healed from a past life, you best believe it will be playing out in your current reality. It says be present and notice what's going on now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. Right, okay. And I want to read the protection message. It says, whether you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping that the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. Whenever you leave the present moment, you disconnect from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. It says all will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. And then we've got 25 with round and round. I'm just going to read the first part of this. Essential meaning: the spiral's quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. And it's from this place of unconditional love that we were talking about with the divinity. And the pattern is generational, or the pattern is karmic in nature. And it's got you, like I say, going round and round. We spoke about that. It says the oracle's message: the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level, looking down onto your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and the lessons learned. Oof. It says in a relationship message, are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? And that's this past life shit. That's what I mean. If it's occurred in a past life and you get a real sense of familiarity from something, and it's something that's ongoing, cyclical, or a very inherited pattern, it stems back deeper than what you think it stems back to. It says, don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who is attracted to you because of the easy acquaintance. It says, don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of good and what is potentially challenging. You've been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time. For you learned something of great value since last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. And that's what this is. This goes deeper than what I think either of you, the people that you're, let's say, challenged in challenging situations with. It goes deeper than that. Release with unconditional love, acceptance of the journey, acceptance of the patterns of both people, because you can't just blame it all on one person. You've got patterns and cycles which have held you or kept you in this cycle too, or in this Venn diagram, and it's finding that sweet spot of balance in the middle that's going to get you out of it. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That was hella deep. I hope you managed to get something from this reading though, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.